is continuously. You can see new player 2, he's been down. Well, it's not just new player 2, even Mascus has been down, and we just have Rocks over here who's just trying to provide a revival. A revival has been initiated, but the point is, will it be successful because it's just an overexposing area. There you can see Z-God, the aggressiveness, the continuous praise, the mag getting empty by Z-God as well. He's just trying to completely blast off the vehicle over there and take some players down, but no, it was a big no for Z-God as well over there. But a revival that has been initiated was successful, but one more player has to go down. Meanwhile, talking about IMD over there, they have been even caught. Cordell Jonathan once again with that Scar L in his hand. Will he be able to take down some players? TSM Blaze, he's been caught as well. He's been down to the ground. You can see Snacks as well. The DP is just set on fire by Snacks, and he could take some players down, but Slayer had to say a goodbye on a very initial stages. We are just 21 minutes in the matches, and we already can see there are 10 remaining teams with 31 alive players. The phases are just coming near, and the players are getting more and more aggressive. It's just like the bullets are all over the air, and the bodies are just continuously hitting the ground. Gyro God, meanwhile, again it's gonna be a DP trying to move further, trying to take some good information for the further teams, because Surya is down for Marcos Gaming, and they still have 2 finishes. Same goes for the Cordell over there, but now they have an inside wall covered, and that definitely is going to provide them a advantage, I would say, because inside wall covers are something that gives you a defense as well. Talking back about SG over here, you can see them with 3 finishes in their account, but Aztec can be caught over there. You can see already 7C and RNT are the 2 teams who got a good advantage of the zone, but the teams who are not into the advantage of the zone have to make a rotation, have to make a call for the zone, because now you are gonna get hit by the damage, which is gonna mark a plus of 3 and 5 over here. Talking about each and everyone, I think the fights are just enlightening up. You can see Cordell over there. Meanwhile, one player trying to rotate, trying to just come off completely over here, but will 7C let players enter the zone is my question. Marcos Gaming, they have been caught. One player has to say a goodbye, but Aztec, it is not stopping. You can see Ronak is trying to provide a rotation. He's been caught as well. The vehicle was something but a defense for him, but no, he's been caught and punished badly. The Seagull as well trying to provide some sprays on the rotations incoming, but definitely some vehicles have been blasted as well. Marcos Gaming, Ronak, he's been confirmed. He has to say a goodbye. GXR, Mascus as well. Gyro God even goes down. Players, the solo players of the teams are just going down chance by chance, and now it is really difficult for a whole team to make a rotation into the zone. You can see Viscott, the last surviving player of the team. Marcos Gaming over here, but his helmet is completely taken off. AKOP is being caught by Clutch God. Well, the kill is being confirmed as well. There you can see Gamla Boy as well. Ryuk OP was even holding the position over there, but now it is really very difficult to get a good hold. TSM and Godel holding the same compound. Who is gonna dominate this compound is a question for me and for the viewers with us present over here. 2 players are already off, but Team Godel is marking the advantage of 4 players standing, and definitely this advantage is something that is gonna be used in the further zones as well. There are 2 incoming zones left, but Aquanox to be caught by Godel over there, and definitely it was a good combination by Godel, I would say. SG Pukar low on health, he needs to patch himself up completely. The ridges are just completely being set on fire.
Yes, that is true. Sarang is going to be right around the edge of this ridge as he needs. Oh wait, did he get down thanks to the fire from that vehicle? But not really certain as to how that just happened, but it looks like it could be a hand that Pukar had, as Sarang is going to get finished off. He goes in for that drop. He needs to make sure that he either makes a run from here, or Prince is going to be right around the corner. He does not have a vest, so Prince is going to be extremely vulnerable to those body shots, as the nade is going to probably get chucked in, but it looks like Pukar is going to be right around this smoke. His Spray God is going to be right underneath him. He does not know that the position of Spray God is right there, and he needs to get that kill. Pukar is going to be on the ground, as it looks like he'll get finished off. 6 teams alive and 16 players, or make that 15 players. Now Ronak will have to be raised back up to his feet, and there you go, he's going to be back up. As for the side of 7C, they've only got Spray God and they only have Prince. Ronak is going to be back to 75 HP, but Gamla Boy is also going to be pretty close to him in terms of HP.
Definitely, that is definitely gonna be true. We are coming across 25 minutes of the maps, and we just are remaining with 6 teams and 15 alive players over here. Talking about R&D, talking about Godel Jonathan over there, you can see Clutch God, he has been down, but yes, a revival can be provided, and yes, definitely it can be completed, but the substitute player who is hiding behind the shacks over there could spell a difficult scenario if a incoming grenade just pops out of nowhere. He could be just traded off completely with that win. But talking about SG over here, you can see Kamla Boy. Meanwhile, Spray got 7C, he's been caught and he's been traded off completely. 7C Prince is still holding that shack, but once again the same goes to him. An incoming Molotov or grenade connection could spell a lot of damage for the players. Talking about Gordel over there, 7 amazing finishes with 4 players alive still in their accounts. They definitely have a good advantage, but same goes to RNT because we can see 6 finishes with 4 alive players. So Gordel and RNT definitely having a good day, but there you can see Z-God. Well, he takes 7C Prince down completely and says him a goodbye on the very 5th position. Once again coming back to RNT, Clutch God has been caught. Meanwhile, Jonathan can be also caught by Austin Vortex over here, but definitely it could mark him no connection. 4 teams alive with 12 surviving players. I think definitely all the teams have 4 on 4 surviving players, but it was indefinite for Gordel because they loses Z-God over here. Z-God has to say a goodbye. Meanwhile, they have 8 finishes as well in their account, but once again it's Clutch God who has to join the party as he even hits the ground. Now it's the question that will this revival be initiated and completed by the team, or in that meanwhile scenarios any more players could just be down to the ground and be traded off. There you go, substitute. As I was talking about this player, he is still holding that shack, but Clutch God, he's been revived as Jonathan is even down. You can just see the scenarios. Each one is holding a great corner for themselves, and the center of the zone is just being empty. But one player was trying to enter the zone. He has been caught and he has been provided with a lot amount of damage. This is something that is different from each crossing fight over here. But yes, talking about Gordel, once again 2 players were down. Revival is being provided, and yes, they have an advantage of the higher ground scenarios. The grounds that they are holding is going to mark them a good advantage, but there you can see the inner wall advantage from SG as well. So definitely each team is carrying a good advantage, but now it's like a great fight between 3 teams and 10 alive players. We are 27 minutes in the match.
Well, yes, that is true. 3 teams up. It's going to be Gordel as one of those teams. It's going to be RNT as well. Let's get a look at the final team that is going to be in the league. That is going to be SG, as it looks like we are headed on for a brawl of a game, because right now we have 3 players up from the side of Godlike, we have 4 players up from the side of Revenants, and we have 2 or 3 players. It looks like IGL is going to be the first one who's going to get spotted out. He is going to get sprayed and gets finished off. Neo is going to get that flag for himself, as Clutch God, taking some damage, is going to have to use a first aid kit for himself so that he does not get taken out that easily, as Jonathan is also going to be taking some damage, and a band-aid is what he is going to be calling for. So with that out of the way, it seems that we have RNT in a standoff against Godlike 3v3. IGL has been finished off. Austin Vortex, Top Dog, and Substitute versus Neo, Clutch God, as well as I believe Z-God is going to be in there. Well, no, it's going to be Jonathan who is going to be up, as they look to be the aggressors in this position. Vortex is going to get taken down. It looks like Top Dog is also going to be in a bad position. And there you go, the game has ended. Godlike get their win. After such a long time, they are able to get a chicken dinner for themselves. A much deserved win and a much needed one for them.
Well, definitely. You can just see the celebrations on the screen. Team Gordel is just so happy with the chicken dinner they got. Look at the players. Look how happy they are with the chicken dinner they got. The excitement. It's like all the happiness all over the players, and it was definitely an amazing winner chicken dinner by Team Gordel. Well, they really needed that, I would say, because they even had good ample amount of kills in their account. Definitely, it was like an amazing amount of kills that they even got in their account. But the solo players, I would say, the solo players who were caught off guard by a whole of the team, were somewhere getting them onto a very bad spot. So definitely, like, players now need to come